YouTube, how we doing? PPS here. YouTube play of the day. We're back here, ready to cash some MLB. It's been a little bit. Obviously, I say this every time. MLB is taking a little bit of backseat to NFL right now. Just seems like more of you guys obviously enjoy NFL. Obviously, it's the biggest sport for viewership and betting. So your boy's still in the weeds, though. We're still in the weeds out here in the MLB streets. So hopefully, you guys are still ready to cash with me. I know there's no games tonight in NFL. We got a huge slate for MLB, so wanted to finish the year out strong. As always, showing you what we're at. 105 bets so far this year, 12.52 units, and hopefully we'll be able to add that today. I'm going to be rolling two pretty big plus money spots today, so hopefully you are ready for that. Recapping last show, Taj Brooks, 100 rushing yards. Nice cash there. He ended up cashing. That was our Saturday show for college football, and felt awesome about it. Obviously, we got that winner, and we head into MLB today. First play, I'm going to be heading over. I'm going to have one on DraftKings, one on FanDuel. We'll start with FanDuel here. We're on Landon Knack under 4.5 strikeouts with Detroit plus half a run the first 5. So just heads up, that game is starting very early, so make sure you lock in on that. Let's get started. Let's start with Landon Knack. And let me pull up the bet here. Plus 125. You guys saw that over on FanDuel. We have Landon Knack facing off against the San Diego Padres. Landon Knack on the year has actually been very, very good. 24% K rate. Hard hit rate, 42%. Expected ERA at 3.73. He's got good stuff, right? 4-seam, 5-pitch mix. Really only uses 4 of them, though. Changeup, curveball, slider, 4-seamer. Nothing higher than a 26% whiff rate on those. My biggest issue is, and I do this a lot, I take a lot of unders against the Guardians. I take them a lot against the Padres because these dudes just don't K, dude. 17% K rate against righties this year. 118 WRC plus against righties this year, right? This team is very good. They're very good at putting the ball in play. Obviously, you have some elite hitters there, and you can go Machado, Arias, right? Cronenworth's done a lot better job at not striking out this year. Just a tough team to rack up strikeouts against. So I like Knack as a pitcher. I just do not think this is a spot I would really want to go there. Even though he is at home, I get it. Padres are still fighting, right? The Dodgers, obviously, I don't even know what they're fighting for outside of the 1 seed in the playoffs. But just looking at the numbers here for Knack, I'm not expecting that strikeout rate to continue at that 25%. He's doing a good job of having the put-away pitches. Usually you don't see a put-away percentage on a 4-seamer at 25%. And also, on the year so far at home, the dude's sitting at a 9.3 Ks per 9 in a 169 batting average on balls in play. Just very lucky in that sense, in my opinion. So I do not expect that to stay. But I do expect the Padres not to strike out tonight. So Landon Knack under 4.5 Ks. Going with the Tigers first 5 plus half a run on the run line. Obviously, this is like minus 260. I just showed you guys the numbers up there. Tarek Skubal, man, that's all you need to know. Tarek Skubal on the mound. The Tigers are hot. They need to win. They play Tampa Bay in Detroit today. These are the games you got to win, right? These are the games you got to win when you're fighting for a playoff spot. You got your ace on the hill, probably the best pitcher in baseball so far this year. And this is a game that I expect Tarek Skubal to dominate here. Pepio on the other side. I'm a fan in terms of strikeouts, but I'm not getting in front of this freight train. That is the Detroit Tigers. So sign me up for the Tigers. I'm going with plus half a run just so even if they push and it's a tie, we do get the winner here. So Tigers first 5, run line, plus half a run. Going with Landon Knack under 4.5 Ks. This is over on FanDuel at plus 125. Over to DraftKings now, pulling up my screen. We're going with Framber, my boy, and Ryan Weathers, no win. Plus 102 over on DraftKings right now. Ryan Weathers, sorry, man, I just keep fading this guy. He in my opinion, is the best no-win candidate just because I don't know how deep he's going into this ball game, first off. Second off, he's facing off against the Minnesota Twins. in Minnesota. Obviously, when you're in Miami, you get a little bit more leeway. But in Minnesota right now has a 108 WRC plus against left-handed pitching so far this year. And if you want to go a little bit more in depth and do at home, they have a 117 WRC plus against lefties at home this year. Much better strikeout rate, only 19%. Ryan Weathers is not a huge swing and miss guy, so that obviously adds on top of that. I just think the Twins are going to be a fun stack. If I play them in DFS today, I think they're going to score some runs. And Bailey over on the other side at home has been very, very good. Hitting over to Framber, dude. You guys know how big of a Framber fan I am. This dude has been so good. He's been lights out in the second half. He's been just unbelievable. At home so far this year, he has a 2.81 FIP, and that's even with a 300 batting average on balls in play. Pretty wild. 26% K rate at home. 2.76 xFIP against lefties. Just completely nullifies him. Second half of the season, he's been amazing. Probably the best starter, honestly, in the second half. Outside of a couple starts, I think there's like 2 starts where he kind of got blown up. And a lot of that was the bullpen kind of letting in some runs there. But I love taking in Framber. This is a spot, the Astros are still pushing. They're still needing to get some W's here. And when you go to the side that they're going up against the Mariners, I really like the under here. Logan Gilbert on the other side, I like having another good pitcher against him. I think that's going to help him lock in a little bit more. And, I am perfectly content fading this Rangers or this Seattle team. You go check a look at Seattle, 28% K rate versus lefties, 196 batting average versus lefties, and a 96 WRC plus against lefties so far this year. So sign me up, man. I love Framber. Going to keep rolling with him. Ryan Weathers, no win. Gets us a plus 102. Really good price over on DraftKings there. And got 2 plus money spots for you. And I'm hoping that these are going to be some winners here. I know we don't have as many bets in MLB right now just because NFL is taking over. But we got the sweep on the NFL show. Pass the Prop will be back tomorrow over there for that. Might have an MLB show like this prior because we're kind of into both. And this Thursday slate is going to be interesting with the Giants on it. So Weathers no win, Framber under 2.5 earned runs, going Knack under 4.5 Ks with the Tigers' first 5. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Hit that like button on your way out, and let's cash some tickets tonight. Have a good one.